Welcome to Tuesday Update. Hey, thanks for your generosity toward the Sacred Heart Food Pantry collection that we do once a month. It's really appreciated by those in the North Albany area who are very, very needy and have food insecurity. So thank you very, very much for all you do for that. You remember the annual Diocesan Marriage Jubilee. Every year, Bishop Scharfenberger celebrates Mass with those who have a significant anniversary. So it's 25, 40, 50, or any sort of marriage anniversary that is significant. This year, going to be on September 14th at 3 o'clock at Christ Our Light Parish in Loudonville. So you can contact our office if you might be interested in that, and we'll make sure your name gets submitted for that. This coming weekend's second collection is going to be for the Catholic Home Missions Appeal. And what that is 40% of the dioceses in this country can't afford basic things like religious education programs, seminary training, lay ministry training. And so this collection, national collection, tries to help out these 40% of U.S. dioceses who are really hurting in that area. So always appreciate what you do. Sacred Heart Parish in North Albany remains open, So that parish remains open and active. And so this Sunday at 10 o'clock, adult education opportunity down there. Sacraments of initiation, video, and then some discussion afterwards and refreshments. And all are welcome to that. That Man Is You. I'm standing here in the upper room. This is this will be our fourth year doing That Man Is You. We gather here on Friday mornings, 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. We watch a video, usually about 20, 25 minutes of some really dynamic speakers. And then we break up into small groups. We got some prepared questions that we reflect on. And it's a way for us to deepen our faith as guys. And we have a consistent 50 to 60 guys that show up every Friday morning for this. So the first one is going to be coming up September 5th, September 5th. And if you got any questions, Deacon Marty, he kind of, built this program. And so he can answer your questions, or any of us can try and help you out. But if you haven't tried it, you ought to think about giving it a shot. It's a great way for men to help men deepen their faith. St. Pius Recreational Soccer Program. That's for the 6 Saturday mornings in September and October. It's a K-8, parish and school kids. It's every kid gets to play, so it's a fun league, opportunity for them to make some friends. You can sign up on the website through the News and Events tab. We're always looking also for volunteers and coaches who might be willing to help. So that's also information on that. On the website as well. St. Pius Choir has got some openings for anyone interested in singing on Sunday. No experience necessary. High school students might be an opportunity for you if you think you might be interested in that. The choir does practice every Thursday from September to May from 6:45 p.m. to 7:45 p.m. So that 1 hour on Thursdays. And then, of course, they sing twice a month at the 10 o'clock Mass. So Brian Hoffman's our music director. Any questions? I'm sure Brian will be happy to meet with you and answer questions. Hey, a fun event for our St. Pius seniors, September 17th. Going to be a fun day of food and fun. We're going to go to Rain Dancer, lunch at Rain Dancer restaurant in Amsterdam, and then going down to the Carrot Barn in Schoharie. Bus leaves here from St. Pius at 11 a.m., returns 4 p.m. So you can go to the website for registration for that. We have got a full weekend coming up in terms of a bunch of things happening. So we got the art show, a Parishioners Art Show, going to be right here in the upper room, Saturday 3 to 7, and then on Sunday morning 8:30 to 2. Okay, and then in the atrium, after all the masses, we're going to have a little mini ministry fair in which we're going to have 5 tables out there of some ministries we could really use some help. Youth ministry, ushers, religious education, babysitting during the 10 o'clock Mass, and then our photography ministry. So if any of those might be something you'd be interested in helping us out, especially if you're not involved in any sort of ministry here at St. Pius, maybe stop along those tables. People can answer questions for you after Mass and see if we can help fill some of those slots. And the last thing on this upcoming weekend, Valley Cats game, Joe Bruno Stadium. It's a 5 o'clock game for parish and school families. We got a little reserved section over there, and so you can get your tickets on the website for that. If you've been away from the Catholic Church for a while, few years or few decades, you're always welcome here at St. Pius. You're always welcome here. And last year, I had several people who fell into that category ask me, hey, is there any way they could learn about the faith? Because they just never got a chance to learn about their faith. And so we're going to offer a new program this year. It is for baptized Catholics who just didn't have that chance to get much background on their faith. It's a gentle, supportive reintroduction to the Catholic faith, and not so much just the whats, but also the whys. Why? And so this will help you kind of rediscover the beauty of Catholicism, and details and registration. That's going to be coming. You're going to see more about that. Another program that we got beginning this fall, OCIA program. That is for people who've never been baptized before or baptized in a non-Catholic Christian tradition, who have an interest in becoming Roman Catholics. It's a program that will start this fall. It'll go through March. I always call it the Cadillac program because it really gives you a lot of good information and understanding about our faith. So you can visit the website for that. And then religious education for our K-5 kids. That registration's open. That's Sundays 9 to 9:50. You can go to the website under news and events to sign up for that. And then we have our new Journey program. That's religious education for kids in grades 6 to 12. So whether you're just starting out or you're getting ready for confirmation, this is a program for you. Just again, helps us to deepen our relationship with God. And always know, we'll help you out. If your kids are behind, don't let that be a concern. You let us know. We'll get them caught up, okay? Little thought for the week. Give God what's right, not what's left. Give God what's right, not what's left. So thanks for joining us for Tuesday Update. I'm going to turn it over to Father Daniel now for his little preview of the weekend's readings.
Hi everybody, welcome to this little preview with the readings for this coming weekend, the 21st Sunday of Ordinary Time. We're recording today from our podcast studio here at St. Pius, and just remember Spotify, Apple Music, our website and YouTube, Who's in My Pew Parish podcast. The first reading is taken from the book of the prophet Isaiah, in the chapter 66. This is an entire chapter about having confidence with the Lord because he knows his people. This is about, God who we need to trust because he knows who we are. And that's wonderful about God, and that's very remarkable for the teaching of all the prophets in the Old Testament. Then we have the Psalm 117, verses 1 to 2. Shorter psalm, but it's about the fidelity of our Lord. God that is always there when we need him. This is a psalm like reinforcing the idea of the first reading of the prophet Isaiah. Then we have the letter of St. Paul to the Hebrews, chapter 12. This is a unique letter because it's speaking about the discipline that we need to have as followers of Jesus Christ. And yes, to be faithful to him, to show him that we really trust in him, we need to have discipline to come to Mass, discipline to have a daily prayer routine, discipline to be connected, to be anchored to him. Pay attention to that reading because it's beautiful, as well as all the chapters in the letter of St. Paul to the Hebrews. And finally, we have the Gospel of Luke, chapter 13, verses 22 to 30. This is a tricky gospel because Jesus Christ is on his way to Jerusalem preaching in different places, and people, they are approaching him. They approach Jesus Christ to know more about the salvation, and they ask him a lot of details about what is going to happen if we don't trust in God, if we don't trust in the Lord, what is going to happen to us. And Jesus Christ was very clear. Salvation is for all, but you need to pay attention. You need to do something to be saved. He is coming down to the earth to do the miracle, to offer the salvation, but we need to work to be saved. It's not just something that Jesus Christ just did. No, it's a connection between God the Father, Jesus Christ offering himself for all of us, and we, the people of God, doing something. Salvation is for all, but we have to work on it. God bless you all. Remember the Parish podcast, and God bless you. Ciao, ciao.